Good afternoon everyone and welcome back to Prima's webinar series. My name is Mike and in today's session I'll be covering order pads and some new features that have been added to the latest version of Prima that will help you manage order pads for your customers a little bit easier. We have Ollie on the live chat today, so if you do have any questions during today's session, please don't hesitate to ask away, and as always we'll be sticking around for a little bit at the end if you want to wait till then. If you are watching this back on our YouTube channel, please contact our customer care team if you need any help. So during today's session I'll be covering what an order pad is and when you should use it, setting up an order pad, scheduling order pads, importing order pads, and the new copy order pad feature in the back office. So let's get started. So what is an order pad, you might ask? An order pad is a feature within Prima that allows you to set up favourites list or shopping lists that can be used both in the back office section of Prima as well as in your PrimaGO store for your customers. Both you as a dealer and your customers can set up and amend order pads and add items to these lists. It's a nice way for your customers to set up items that they'd like to buy as well as you setting up any of the favourite top product lists. So let me switch to my live screen and we can go through setting up an order pad in the back office. So to set up an order pad in the back office, we want to go to the new record button at the very top of Prima, and there's an option within here for order pad. So we click order pad. It's a little bit like a sales order. It opens up with the sort of screen to search for an account. We will just put an account code in, find the account, and we want to give it a reference. So this might be Mike Smith FC's paper order pad. So we put all the favourite paper products onto here. We give it a reference and create. And there we have it. The order pad's created. To add a new item, we just hit here to click. We click at the bottom to create a new record. We search for our code, so put just a random item in here, and in here we can default the pack size that it's at, and then the quantity, so I'd like to order 5 of these, and we can just click outside the red box and save, and that'll add that item to the order pad. To add a new one, you can just hit the blue button in the bottom right hand corner and add new. And that is all that it takes to create an order pad. It's there, it's live, it's ready for you to add items from, add items to an order from. It's there for your customer if they wanted to log in online. That's all it takes. So your customers can create these from their account online, and it's not something we're going to be covering in today's session, but we have covered that in a previous webinar. So if you do want to look through that, just ask and we can get you the link over for that. So what else can we do with order pads? So one of the benefits of having an order pad set up is the fact that you can schedule it. So you might get some customers that send the same order week in, week out. It could be a paper order, an order for water to their office, whatever it might be. You can set up a schedule, and it's a case of this schedule. An order will be created into the system based on this order pad at that time. So you don't have to remember to set up the order, your customers don't have to remember to contact you. You can click schedule order at the top here, and it'll create an option to create a schedule. So we just hit new, give it a description, so weekly order, hit save, and then we can add a schedule. So we want this paper order, as an example, to be delivered on every Tuesday of the week. So we'll want it to be created on Monday at 9:30 in the morning, and basically every Monday that order will be created for purchasing, for allocation for the next day. We hit save, save again, and that's it, done. That schedule is set. One thing to bear in mind with this, if I just go into the admin, is that a job on the EDC needs to be enabled for that to happen. So under EDC, we've got generate orders from order pads. As long as that is enabled, your orders will create. You don't have to worry about anything else. It'll just go and go and go on the routine that you've set until you clear it off. And that's how you can schedule an order pad. So moving on to the next thing that we're going to cover, which is importing an order pad. So to do this isn't done through the usual routine that you do for, say, contracts or mailers, etc. through the EDC. This is done through the control panel. If I just go to the control panel, under customers and order pads, we have the order pad list. So in here, we've got a couple of order pads that we've already set up. But if you want to import one, so you've got one with say 50, 60 plus lines on there, you know, you don't really want to go through and enter them manually. You can download this template here. If we just open that, it's a very simple template of just account code, the order pad name, and the item code. You enter those details in, save the file as a CSV, come back into the same area, hit upload, find the file, Prima will do the rest. It'll create an order pad for you. So you don't have to worry about going through and manually creating a load of items and putting it in individually. You can use this order pad import template to do it in bulk. Once you've uploaded the file, it'll run through and it'll also tell you if there's any errors. So it might be that you've put an item code in incorrectly, and it'll tell you that. So you might just need to enter some manually afterwards. But it doesn't take too long to be done through the back office or through the website online. So the final thing that we want to run through today is the new feature of copying an order pad. So you are able to copy an order pad online through the control panel here. You can click sort of this tick option. Copy becomes an option at the very bottom, but it simply only allows you to copy by entering the name and everything to one account. What happens if you've got, say, a chain of hotels that need the same order pad, or different departments in a large business that's split across multiple companies in Prima? That'll take a fair bit of time to import or copy using this method. So what we've added, if I just go back into Prima, under Company and the Company Grid Manager, you will first search for the accounts that you want to set up. So if you want to copy this to all accounts, or you want to copy it to a certain chain, so you want to copy it to a different company as an example, you just find those accounts. You can check from the results tab which accounts that you want to return and you want to add this order pad to. Once you've found those, you can go to the change tab, and there's a new option on the right hand side here for copy order pad. Now, one thing to bear in mind with this will show all order pads in your system. So if you have gone through and called all of your order pads favorite lists, it's going to be a bit hard to differentiate. So if you're going to be copying a specific order pad, maybe worthwhile just naming it something unique so you can find it a little bit easier. So if we wanted to copy the paper order pad that we've just set up from one account to Ollie Rolls FC, we can select it within here, hit apply. Prima will go through the grid manager process of changing that from one company to another and copying it over. And now within Prima, if we just go to SOP, order pads, and search, we can see that paper's been copied over to Ollie Rolls FC. That's everything for today. Thank you for your time. If you do have any questions, please let us know. We're sticking around for a little bit now. But apart from that, thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.